Alright, so I've been meaning to do this video because my boy SEATIN here had a question air for pretty much grandcross players over the last 2 years. What do you believe are the best and most fun pieces of content that have been added to the game and why? Now again, I'm going to be answering all these questions, giving you guys my opinion on all of his questions that he wants to be answered. So I would probably say, I don't know if I want to list like maybe 3 or 2 things, but I definitely would say most of the fun content I probably had was definitely the chaos mode PvP. Like, I don't know what it was with chaos mode for you guys, but for me, I had so much fun of trying some of these old metas and just trolling some players who don't really expect these old teams to work out. Like, it was one time where I was using like King Brom, I was using like a freeze team with Red Merlin. It was just so much fun using some of these older characters who don't really get that much shine as grandcross progresses in the future. So to see that we got a mode like chaos mode, which kind of revitalized some of these older metas, or at least had you have a little bit more fun playing a game, it's kind of interesting. And the rewards for chaos mode was super fun. Like it was like a whole bunch of gems just for like a placement in like, I think I was like 3% or I think like 5%, and I got so many gems from pretty much playing that game mode. And I'd probably say the second thing for me, I definitely say probably for second place, I'll probably say it was the Demon King raid. Now, the Demon King raid for me, obviously it's kind of annoying that pretty much it costs in terms of resources, plat coins, gold coins, stuff like that to restart. But if you've been really looking at my channel and stuff like that, I even built a special no collab team for Demon King raid that I've been seeing a lot of people really enjoy using, or they see that I use this certain type of character, so now they want to try to use that character. Like, no one even really knew that the Red Lost Vein, LR Lost Vein, was actually really good for the Demon King raid until like I pretty much was showcasing them, and then it ended up being so that people realized, oh wait, I don't even need to use Demon King Meliodas, I can just use the regular LR Lost Vein that I probably got 6/6. And it's kind of really cool and interesting to see that people really enjoyed my teams. I think the Lid did a whole video pretty much using my team that was like a no collab team, so shout out to him. Again, it's just so much fun when you have content where you can pretty much test so many theories and stuff like that, because that's what me, like me, I am a non-meta PvP player, so I kind of like to do that in terms of PvE, where I can find all these cool crazy teams for these PvE activity, no matter how much I might struggle, right? So another of his question was pretty much, what are the best and most fun characters that have been added to the game and why? Now this one is, I'll probably say a little bit tricky for me, because it's like I don't know if you want to say like the best or the characters I had the most fun with. I think right now I'll probably say in terms of content, in terms of PvP, I would say like PvP, Tyr was probably the most fun I ever had. It was kind of crazy how strong and busted Tyr was, especially when he came out literally as a part 2 character after Transcendent Bond. And Bond was still getting clapped by this man Tyr in PvP. I guess because like the Nashi Relic really buffed up the unknown team, that pretty much a lot of other characters have to like pretty much be stupid broken to handle the unknown team. But Tyr definitely, he just shows you another level of power creep, honestly. He put power creep into another level. And I guess you can say the same thing about Hell as well. Like, again, Hell is another character who is, again, unknown, who I really enjoyed playing with. Again, the same thing with Hell you can say about Tyr is that they are 2 high DPS character that kind of define the meta. Like, Hell kind of destroyed a lot of AoE characters, so if you saw Hell in PvP, you did not want to AoE at all. So she made you play super passive against her, which was really fun and interesting to see, especially because it kind of made people do more gold second types of teams. And I know a lot of free to players and casual players really enjoyed that type of meta where you don't have to worry about being the stupid whale who have like 17 mil box CC. You can still win in PvP with a gold second team like Hell and stuff like that, and it wouldn't feel like too bad, right? Because right now it's the Demon King Meliodas meta where pretty much it's go first or you lose. So you kind of be like, you know, you don't really want to play because you already know if I go second, I'm probably gonna lose. So yeah, again, those are my 2 top picks. I know they both Ragnarok characters, but that's just, in terms of me, that's how much fun I had with those 2 characters in the last 2 years. Oh, he said also on the other hand, what do you believe? I'm thinking he's like, what do you believe is the best fun character? I think I cannot answer that for myself personally. And you want to also know like what are the worst and least fun pieces of content that have been added to the game and why? And probably I already say the worst one is probably the Demonic Beast Battle Royale, whatever that thing called, or Boss Battle Rush. I'll probably say that is the worst content. I literally didn't even play it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I saw there was like literally no value in playing it, like there was no new artifact card set or there was no new awakening or some system in there involved, the game was pretty much just a flop for me. So I didn't even try to attempt it at all. Like I didn't even do the first floor, okay? Because it just wasn't worth it. It just looked like a whole hassle of pretty much playing the game mode just for what? Probably what, 2 UR penance maybe? Couple costume material. It's a pretty trash game mode. I don't, what would be a second trash game mode I can probably think of, or a piece of content? I mean, Demonic Beast is a little bit also some of that thing where it's like pretty trash at the beginning because they just make it stupid hard, and then they kind of just make it so they kind of already have a character in mind to pretty much kind of trivialize that PvE activity. Sometimes it can be 1 character, sometimes it can be 2, sometimes it can be even 3 if it's Nidhogg. And it's kind of annoying that the Demonic Beast has been pretty much, in my opinion, every time you see Demonic Beast and stuff like that, or a new one appear, you kind of just think to yourself like, okay, when's the next character gonna come for it, okay? Because that's what you think about when it comes to Demonic Beast. Every single time. When the bird came, it was something new and refreshing. But then we got the deer, and he was like, okay. And then you see, okay, deer, we got Jormungandr. She makes deer stupid easy. We're like, okay. And then we get the dogs that might be stupid hard and all that crazy stuff. And then Thonar makes it super easy. Then we get Nidhogg. Oh my god, it's crazy hard. Then we get Freya with her relic. And it's just the same little situation where you get a character that pretty much makes that event super, super easy. It's kind of just a get money quick scheme for grandcross. Because if they make a super hard activity that feels like it's impossible, if they put in your face that this character can make it pretty much super easy, you're gonna probably spend gems on it, and you're probably gonna try to summon for it as much as possible, or you're gonna end up suffering because that character most likely is gonna appear pretty soon. Because that's the same thing people had with Mael. Like a lot of people skipped Mael because they felt like Mael wasn't as good in PvP. He was really decent in PvE if you had him like higher dupes. And then as they kept building on more and more goddesses and stuff like that, Mael became a super top tier team for Nidhogg. But guess what? No one had Mael for global and stuff like that. So they had to wait probably like 6 months for Mael to re-release, when it's pretty much Nidhogg was already like almost over. I know, it's kind of crazy. So I'll probably say like Demonic Beast in the boss battle rush mode, probably the most trash ones or the worst ones in my opinion. What's the other stuff that he also had in there? Oh my god, did I click on it? Oh, there we go. And what is the worst and least fun characters that have been added to the game and why? I would probably say, in my honest opinion, okay, I think the worst character that has been added, all right, it's got to be Demon King. You guys milked Demon King to, oh my god. The funny thing is that the reason why I say Demon King is because he's so goddamn brain dead. The whole team and meta for Demon King at the beginning was pretty much stall until you get Demon King rank up, and then you pretty much win, which means you led to. I've seen this man be with Malaskla Undead team. I've seen this man be with Blue Goddess Elizabeth with Revive team. I've seen that person use Revive Goddess Liz, Undead Malaskla with Demon King. I've seen Chandler with Malaskla, Demon King. It's just so many stall teams just so you can have Demon King live so he can rank up and just nuke the other opponent. And it was just such a boring fest. Like, it even made me hate my own favorite game mode, which was Chaos Mode PP. Because if you play Chaos Mode PP, what did you see the most? Demon King. And it wasn't even it wasn't even good Demon King teams. I'm telling you, it was just Demon King and rejects. It was like, cause every single day Demon King was like at 3,500. That's the highest maximum points you could probably have. What was it? Yeah, I think it was like 3,500 for the maximum points or something like that. And then all you had to do was put 500 characters alongside of Demon King. That's literally what all the people did, which kind of made me hate the freaking game mode, because at this point, if this character is being 3,500 back to back for 4 days in a row, that is telling you something. That this man needs to be past the maximum, because they are cheesing this man to oblivion. Because all you see is, it might be Demon King with random 500 lower tier R units and stuff like that. As long as they're Demon King paired alongside of other people, they was running them. And it made the PvP for Chaos Mode so boring, because all they did was just stall as much as possible for Demon King to just nuke. And that was kind of like a little bit of the worst thing about Chaos Mode PvP, is that people just had the most broken characters and they just used them in certain type of I guess you can say cheesy ways. Like Tyr had the Ragnarok team where the people was using like Ragnarok Summer Diane, because Diane's Holy Relic pretty much giving you cap damage. Again, it was just a lot of cheesy mechanics that people was doing in that game mode, which kind of made it a little bit boring, because you would think like, okay, you're gonna see more older meta characters, but no, it was just newer characters alongside of trasher characters, and that was pretty much the game mode. So again, that is my thoughts. Again, in terms of content, I think the game done pretty well in terms of content and stuff like that. I think the thing with this year is that I don't think a lot of people personally enjoyed the amount of characters that they released this year, because in story too, like the story and the characters that they released is just not very appealing. Like if you look at this year, it was pretty much original characters or like seasonal reskin of older units. It wasn't like no new or fresh units as much as there was like reskin, unless you're gonna say collabs, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna be something like, yo, Marilli, can you count collabs? Right, they collabs, okay? That's probably the most time they ever spent to get money anyways. It's a collab. I'm not gonna count collabs, okay, about original characters. I need SDS characters originality, not these freaking collabs that you're probably gonna say. And I guess also in terms of story, because if you don't know, they pretty much was saying like how last year they wanted to finish the SDS story, but as you can see, it's the end of the year, and the story probably won't end until maybe JP anniversary. That's what I'm assuming. This is my prediction right here, okay? For global anniversary, you guys are gonna get a Ragnarok festival again, because Hell did not appear on Meliodas' banner. Remember, guys, on the last Purgatory banner, Meliodas was pretty much on, not in Purgatory Meliodas, what's her name? Fest Merlin was on Purgatory Meliodas' banner, and she was a September festival. Hell is a September festival, but she was not on this Meliodas banner. So what does that tell you? That she is going to probably appear on the next banner that is most likely going to be Ragnarok based, because why not have a more Ragnarok festivals if you already started with Hell? And from the looks of it, in terms of revenue, they actually did really good for that month in terms of festival for Ragnarok. I mean, you can probably say that maybe the collab being was it Overlord collab that was next to her kind of helped boost that sales that month, but who cares? Okay, that's Hell was there. But so global anniversary is going to be a Ragnarok festival, and I believe, in my opinion, it's going to be probably a JP festival featuring Chaos Arthur, and he's most likely going to be green to counter, I don't know, Demon King Meliodas, right? For humans. And the only reason I say he's going to be green, because I'm pretty sure the Ragnarok festival is going to be most likely light, because I feel like they're going to probably hold off on for Coda, which is Four Nights of the Apocalypse, the sequel, until later, probably later that year, and probably focus on more so their original character story being Catastrophe and Ragnarok. And I believe this January we're probably gonna get a Catastrophe story after this festival update. That is my belief. So probably when does this banner end again? I know I reverted myself from the freaking question for SEATIN, but when this been here the 31st, so I believe we're gonna probably get a catastrophe story either this January and they'd be appearing at the same time, or early February, of course, right? These are my prediction, okay? And I believe I'm going to be true. Imagine if the LR character is a catastrophe. That'd be funny. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is a kind of a I kind of like a conversation TV. This is a conversation video. I was debating if I was going to drop a PvP video today, but I thought this would be more fun. I like to talk sometimes. Yap Marilli, come on now. But I hope you guys enjoy. This really guys, I'm out. Peace.